Hey everyone. So there was no Miraculous video or a video at all last Friday, and I am very sorry about that. I didn't get my Miraculous art done in time, and I am currently going to art school, so it's a lot to juggle at the moment, but I promise that I'll try to get my schedule back to normal. But anyways, here's the late Miraculous video again. Okay, first up is Marinette, and before I get straight into Marinette, the reason why this video took so long is because there's actually going to be 4 speed paints in this video, considering I'm doing Marinette and Ladybug, and then Cat Noir and Adrienne, so them in their transformed forms. So it's it's more art than I'd normally make, even though it's only by a few. Anyway, so I have a confession. I hate Marinette. No, I just hate her. She was okay in the beginning, I'm not even gonna lie, but I also was a kid, so I thought she was amazing. But yeah, I don't really like Marinette. In fact, I definitely hate her. She's a stalker. She is weird. Also, I kind of hate the fact that they're like 13, like 13, 14. Like, what the fuck? No, no, why y'all? Yeah. Anyway, so I decided to make Marinette's new casual outfit more of a casual outfit, and I'm sorry, her original one was so ugly to me. I didn't like it. I kept her bag though. I did like that, and I changed like the flower patterns up that she has on her stuff, and then I turned them into like other patterns on her shorts and on a t-shirt. And then I gave her tights. She kind of has a similar outfit to her new one in their updated ones, because obviously, like, they have redesigned the characters by now. So obviously, I'm a bit late to this, but yeah. I also drew a little chibi for the drawing, because of course I did. I also redesigned Tiki, and I also redesigned Plag, even though not really. Plag kind of mainly stayed the same. But Tiki, I gave her wings because considering Kwamis don't even actually need their wings to fly, I was like, well, then just give her more wings. Like, give her wings. She still has her star butt thing on her butt, her little flower butt. I think that's really cute. I just didn't draw her from that angle, so like, yeah. I also added more dots to her because she's a ladybug. She should have more dots rather than like the 3 she has, I think. Um, and I gave Marinette a locket. I gave Marinette a locket, which probably has a picture of her family in it. Genuinely loved doing Marinette's redesign though, and I think she turned out great in my opinion. I love shading her and everything. I actually just like her. She's still an artist. She's just less creepy now. And yeah, she's also 16 because what the fuck do you mean they are 14? Next up is Ladybug. And I think this will be honestly like my best or worst art piece that I do for this video because I really enjoyed drawing my new Marinette as Ladybug, but it was a lot more difficult than I thought it would be because I wanted to make a new Ladybug costume that didn't look like the others that had already been made. I wanted it to be new, but I also didn't want it to be skimpy because what do you mean these 14-year-olds were wearing these skin tight as suits? A little bit weird, but that's okay. And I wanted to do a back view and a front view just so then that way everyone could just see like the whole outfit. As yeah, just so you can see what the back would look like and what the front would look like. There were a few things that I did keep for this design and obviously Adrienne's Cat Noir's design, which is the masks. I didn't want their masks to change in any way, so yeah, so they both still have masks. But the one thing I changed the most was I gave them both shoulder pads because I wanted them to be a bit more armored, like prepared for anything, I guess, like, and they can always change their suits and stuff anyway, so like this is just like what they were given sort of suits. I obviously didn't change their weapons. I took a lot of inspiration for Ladybug from Shadybug, Shadowbug, and Mr. Bug because they gave me a lot of inspiration for like, well, this is what it should look like. So Shadybug, so something I decided was that I'd keep Shadybug's buns, so then that way Marinette's hair is changing a bit. And something I think I forgot to mention in the original Marinette is I made her hair more purple, so then that way in uh her ladybug form I could make her hair more blue or black. I also decided to add red in her hair because I thought that was a way to differentiate them more because these are supposed to hide their identity. So I tried to make a design that hides her identity better. And I still think that people would be able to tell realistically in a real universe that people would be able to tell that she is still Marinette. But I think I did a decent job at hiding the fact that she is Marinette, considering also the original thing is all that Marinette's shy and Ladybug isn't. That's still staying the same in this new Ladybug world that I've made. But Marinette is shy. She's a shy art kid, just trying to fit in at school. Chloe's been bullying her for years. She gets a miraculous, she becomes a hero. And then Ladybug is very confident in herself, and Marinette prefers being Ladybug because she can be a different version of herself that she never thought she could be. So Ladybug's like her escape in this world. Um, she obviously has a lot of trouble later on with becoming the holder and everything, but that's for later. Anyway, she does technically have wings in her design. I did give her like a bag back thing that kind of helps her. Um, so they're not exactly wings, but say she's falling, they can kind of help her glide for a little while. But like she can't like fly with them. They just help her slow her fall if she can't reach her yo-yo for whatever reason. She's got a lot more red in her hair. And I drew Tiki from a different angle this time, so you can see she still has her little star butt thing. I like how my Marinette costume came out. It's not great, but I think it's definitely more her. Also, with the other Marinette, I'm pretty sure with Marinette, I made her eyes not as bright of a blue, but then for Tiki's one, I made her eyes a bright blue like Tiki. So then Ladybug and Marinette have another difference between the two of them. Um, Overall, I did like drawing her. I just think she's the weakest design. But yet again, we're gonna get into Adrian, and honestly, kind of don't really like Adrian's designs, but I'll talk through that in a minute when we actually get to Adrian's designs that I designed for this video. Okay, so next up, as I said in the last one, is Adrian. Um, I also think that he just looks generic and plain, and when he's Cat Noir, he looks like a twink, which is nothing wrong with looking like a twink, but yet again, like these characters are 14 and they don't even look 14. Like they tried to make them look older so it was less weird, but then at that point just make them older. So all the characters that I'm drawing will be 16 at least. Um I kept Adrian's bag as well because, cute little side bag, we love it. Honestly, Adrian's design didn't change a lot, but it did. I made him have more of an outgoing outfit because I know he's supposed to look formal. And I get that. But I like to believe that he has like different clothes that he wears he brings so he can wear specifically at school so that way he can be more of himself. So like how Ladybug is an escape from Marinette, his school life is an escape for him to be the real version of himself, which is what he tries to do, while also being Cat Noir. Obviously, his life changes after he becomes Cat Noir. Cat Noir is also his escape of where he can be a different version of himself, but just better. I kept Adrian's t-shirt because it's kind of iconic and I actually don't hate it. I gave him more like Converse shoes, which do have paw prints on the bottom because I thought it would be cute. I gave him a bright green hoodie that he wears around his waist mostly, but maybe he puts it on before he leaves the house. So his dad thinks he's wearing that. He still has blonde hair. He still has green eyes. Plag honestly didn't change that much. He just has more whisker antenna things than before. He's still confident and stuff, but then also after finishing the speed paint, I realized I forgot to add Adrian's ring to his finger. Yay! I also did the same thing for Cat Noir. I forgot to add the ring to his finger. Um, in this world, obviously, Adrian's more of a cutie patootie. He's not shy. He's actually very outgoing because he really wants to try and actually make friends, considering he actually gets to go to school. So he puts a lot of his heart out there. I did design the ring. It looks basically the same. If I'm gonna be honest, it just looks like a ring. Uh, and when he is in Cat Noir, his eyes go like completely green and stuff. I was contemplating adding stripes to his pants, and I also made the stripes on his shirt all green instead of what they are before, which is not all green. He has a few different colors in there. Overall, he kind of gives Cat Noir vibes, so maybe he pretends to just be a huge Cat Noir fan to kind of hide the fact that he is Cat Noir, because yet again, they have secret identities. I love how his shoes came out. I love the laces. I like having the green laces on there. I think it's really fun. But yeah, here's my Adrian. I hope you like him. Honestly, I wouldn't hate it if you didn't because I kind of don't like him. It looks the same. It just looks like fan art. I basically didn't even redesign him at this point. But I also need to finish the art for this video, so yeah. Anyway, lastly, yay, we have Cat Noir, which I kind of hate. Just to be clear, I do not hate Cat Noir. I hate the version of Cat Noir I drew. Something else I forgot to mention that for their hero costumes and poses, I tried to make them like their poses that they have once they've finished the transformation. So Cat Noir has a little Pajujuju pose, and Ladybug has her Wacha pose. Um, anyway, my Cat Noir design is probably the weakest design I think I did personally myself. I think that though. I took a fair bit of inspiration from Claw Noir. I think that's his name. I also have a confession. I've not actually been keeping up to date with Miraculous. I'm sorry. Um, I kept the belt thing. He still has his little pole as his weapon. I gave his boots more boot-like finesse and made them a bit more green. I gave him a lot more green accents. His boots still have paws on them. I also gave him more gloves, they kind of look like Shadow the Hedgehog's gloves, not gonna lie. I also decided to make his hair more so it doesn't look like Adrian's hair, and I went a lot with that. So his hair style already is different. This is where I took more of the inspiration from Claw Noir, and his hair is green. It's a dark green to a brighter green gradient, just to give him more I'm not Adrian, which he definitely poses as not being like Adrian more than Marinette does and Ladybug does. But hey, that's kind of like my own fault. He has paws on his gloves because, and the bottom of his shoes, but he has paws on his gloves because screw the designers for not keeping that. He has shoulder pads, just like I said. They have paw prints on them again because paw prints. That was like the only thing I could really think of. I still kept his bell. I think his bell's very cute. He has a zipper, even though it's probably not functional, it's just for looks. And he has pockets. Ladybug also does, but they're just not like revealing pockets. And I was gonna add green stripes to his design. That's what the lines were there for originally, to be more like a sportsy outfit. But I liked them just as a detail being black like that. So his whole suit is still black. Um, his hair was originally I was actually originally just gonna keep his hair blonde, but I thought it looked better to change it up. He also has a paw print on the back of his design, on the back of his suit, because I thought that could be cute, considering Ladybug has her thing on the back of her design. Yeah. Um yeah, but his hair was originally gonna be blonde. I thought I'd keep that so he looked more like Adrian, but then I'm like, well, he is supposed to not be. So I added the gradient into his hair after that. I loved adding the green accents, honestly. Like, I think his design severely lacked green, considering that's like his accent color anyway. I made his eyes like his original Cat Noir eyes and made them fully green, and then yeah. He does have a bit of like the collar. Him and Ladybug have the same sort of collar going on for the designs. I made that a different color because I thought it would be a way to make it stand out against the rest of the suit. I wish I did pick a different color, but yeah. I love the green accents. Like, they make the design pop way more than Adrian's and Cat Noir's original design, I think. But it also does make they're like the black and the green make him and Adrian look more alike, but then the hair throws people off, so Adrian just looks like he's a cat boy. What? I meant Cat Noir fanboy, but I said cat boy. You know what? Cat boy, sure. And honestly, Adrian probably hypes himself up, but without in a way that makes him sound too cocky. But he's like, "Oh my god, Cat Noir is such a cool hero. Wouldn't you guys agree?" Also, in this world, yes, Cat Noir and Ladybug are equals. Because what is the show trying to prove? That Ladybug's better? Which she kind of is in the show, but no. Anyways, and without further ado, that is the end of the video. It is a decently short one compared to the rest of my videos, which is funny considering I have more speed paints than I normally did. But I'm just trying to get this video out so I can get back to my regular posting schedule and work on the next video, which honestly, normally at the end of my videos, I put what the next video is going to be. But right now, I don't know because I'm working on several different things at the moment. Um, but yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you next week when I also hopefully have an actual video for you to watch. Bye bye.